I spent hours on my Instagram page yesterday, and I'm getting more and more obsessed with scrolling through social media with no objective at all. And I've been procrastinating a lot when it comes to finishing my lessons. I'm so done. There's so many things I'd love to do, but I just can't because I'm so addicted that even when my brain not say I'm going too far, my fingers and my heart won't stop. And some days I'm constantly anxiety obsession over things that will not help me build the future I want. And that's why I don't like being an Instagram creator. I'm trying so hard, but I don't know how to be healthy there. And what kind of content feels valuable enough to make me stay and appreciate anything. I'm always jumping to the next post and learning and absorbing nothing. Sometimes I'd even compare myself to people who aren't lived the life they show off. I reached my dopamine limits. That's when I realized I needed to uninstall the app from my phone, and that's exactly what I did. I have an old iPhone now, and if I need to post videos, photos, or answer people, I only do it when I arrive at home. I'm not losing my time anymore. I'm only keeping social media because of my online projects and my desire to grow my channels, my image online, but I cannot procrastinate anymore. I've been sleeping only 3 to 4 hours a day when I'm working, but now I feel better after I read about how dangerous time can be and how we don't take it too serious until we wake up and see that we haven't built anything that we face. Still the same problems, the same struggles. The ancient Greeks did not have just one word for time, but they had two, Chronos and Kairos. And Chronos represents chronological time, the kind that moves in a straight line, the ticking of the clock. And it symbolizes the inevitability of aging and death, meaning that everything born is destined to be devoured by time itself. And Chronos reminds us that time is a destructive and unstoppable force. If we live trapped only within it, constantly counting hours and deadlines, we end up living in anxiety and countdowns rather than moments. Kairos, on the other hand, represents qualitative time, the right moment, the opportunity. It teaches that time is not only what passes, but what we do with it. What are we doing? To manage time well is to recognize the right moment to act, something that demands attention, wisdom, courage. In modern life, we are ruled by Chronos. Our days are filled with goals, clocks, and notifications, deadlines. Time has become a resource to be spent, managed, or optimized. The danger of living under Chronos is falling into the illusion that we can control it completely, believing that the perfect routines and plans can stop life from slipping away. But the more we try to control time, the more it escapes us and anxiety grows. When time becomes only about productivity, it devours the very life it's meant to organize. That's why we need moments of pause and presence, not to recharge, but simply to exist. And time is not just what moves on the clock, it's what happens inside you. Life is full of opportunities that never come twice. To see them, you must be present. And Kairos appears when you lose track of time in a deep conversation, for example, when inspiration suddenly arrives, or when you simply feel that this is the moment to act and change. And the best way to experience is to reduce over-planning and leave space for the unexpected. Learn how to feel time, not just to measure it. and being present is far more powerful than being busy. The Greek ideal was never to reject Chronos, but to balance it with Kairos, the sense of intuition and meaning. Time is dangerous because it never stops, and it waits for no one. While we think, postpone, get distracted, or say later, it keeps moving. It's crazy. By the time you notice it, much has already changed. People, opportunities, even yourself. Time also deceives us. It gives us the illusion that we have plenty of it, so we think, I will do it later, I will do it tomorrow, next year, I talk to them another time. No, talk now. This letter often never comes, and when it does, the road and the people are no longer the same. The danger is living as if there will always be time when there will not. Time changes everything, and it heals, but it also erases. It makes us grow, but it also creates distance. It brings new beginnings, but takes away what once felt safe, and that frightens us because time forces us to accept change. And if you spend your time running against time, trying to control everything, it ends up controlling you. Life becomes a race with no finishing line, and instead of using time, you are consumed by it. Not wasting time is not about doing more, it's about living in a way that gives time meaning. Working, studying, and reaching goals are important, but the mistake is to live only for them. When you are always busy but not longer feel alive, that's when time is truly being lost. Being present is the other side of the balance, paying attention to the moment, tasting your food, listening when someone is speaking, and, resting without guilt. It's not wasting time, it's recovering time lived. The secret is balance, to work with focus but also to leave room for life. Have moments to create, moments to breathe, to nurture, to connect with what really matters. And in the end, you do not lose time when you live with purpose and presence. Time is only lost when you switch to autopilot, doing without feeling, running without knowing where you're going. The danger is living as if there will always be time when there will not.